Good morning. This is the Forex Pip Queen coming to you from California. I'm trading this morning. I got up early and we're in the session of New York and London. I started this trade a while ago, way back up here, and I've already taken some profit out. I'm using the Forex pin system and mixing it with Agimat, which is my favorite trading tool. So I wanted to show you how it's doing. Give me a pause for a minute. So here is my Agimat chart, and this is gold on the 15-minute chart. This is my remote desktop, and it's connected to VPS. I just keep this window small so I can see them both at the same time. I'm on gold at 15-minute chart, and I have the pins set many different ways. I have 3 different ones. This one is set only for 15 minutes. So then I have another one that's set for 1 hour and another one for 4 hours, I think. So I saw this, it was 2 bars ago when I got in, and I took out, I think 25 profit so far because it came up with this blue candle. So what I do is wait for the yellow arrow and the notice to come on the pin system that we have this change of direction. And then I check it out and look. You're supposed to wait for this price to drop below the yellow AM line. But I could see here on the Maxwell how straight down this line was. So I went ahead and got in. I think it was right about up here, and I had a little bit of drawdown, and then it went, and somewhere right about here I took out $25, and then I re-entered, and then I just watch it. And the idea is to go from one yellow arrow to the next. So we're supposed to be safe. I haven't had one there for a while. Supposed to be safe until this one gives us a different yellow arrow. This is the Vertex indicator that is on that chart, and I also have it down here. So we should be able to hold on until it comes down. But I was so excited to be able to show you how to use the pin in conjunction with the Agimat, because it's not 100% guarantee for sure, but it definitely gives you an edge of when to enter your trade and to get some profit. Right now I'm up almost $12 again because we're coming back and forth, but it's a 15-minute candle, so it does that. It'll shoot straight down, give you 25, and then come back up. So I got in right here again for my second trade, and I'm just letting it run. I'm not too worried about getting touched. As you can see, I have no stop loss, no TP, because I'm sitting here watching the trade. And I believe that I'm safe until we get a change of direction on the Vertex. And what I use here is the ADX. When the red line is above 20, then come on in, you're welcome. When the red line is above 20, then you're going down. If it switches and the blue line comes up, then you're going to go up. Who just came in? Let's see. Hello. Good morning. Maybe they don't have a mic.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? You're kind of wobbly there, so that's all right. Did you get into the gold trade? No. Well, that's too bad. We can't.
No, I'm
You didn't.
just getting online.
Oh, okay.
I was looking for entry now.
What's your name? I'm getting all kinds of notifications here. Okay, so I got into the trade way up here.
Pretty good.
Pardon? Well, I can't hear you too much. Okay, over here, I have this trading volume thing. It actually, I don't know, it just tells you the current status. So, but it goes candle by candle. It's not like a future prediction like the Maxwell. This is the Maxwell equation, which we call the MEQ. So what we look for is this nice, straight, wonderful line here. And especially if it crosses below the midpoint, so I put a zero line there. And the big part is when it crosses its own black line. I like that too. But what we look for is just this good straight line going up or down. And then I match it with the ADX. So you can see here that the red line crossed the blue right there. And I already had the yellow arrow from the pin system. And so it went down and then it kind of went back up. Then it crossed again. And from there, it's been going down, down, down the whole time. And we should have, well, we know we have a few more pips. I don't know how many. Kind of measure it like that. Maybe another 60 pips. It says 63. So I'm hoping for that. Have you got any questions? Okay. Well, we're just going to watch this. I wanted to show people how you can mix the two products to help you get an edge on the market. To me, this is very exciting. You can check out my website. It's forexpipqueen.com. And I will put that right out here somewhere. No. Maybe I'll put it over on this one. When you go there, you can see videos. You can see how we use the system. And you can purchase the system if you like as well. I'm on Facebook under the same name, Forex Pip Queen. And we are just watching the money roll in. $13 profit right now. My goal for today, I really would like to make $100, and I'm at 48 right now. So I need $27 from this trade. And I believe I'm going to get it. There's only a few more dollars to go, a few more pips. I don't worry when it shows blue. We got 1 minute left. That's why it's doing that. We get a new candle coming up. AUD is going back up. I was in this one earlier at the same time because we got an arrow on that also from the pin. So I came from here, went down, took some profit. And because this line's kind of wiggly, I went ahead and got out of it. I was really focusing on this one because the line is a whole lot straighter. That is the kind of line that you really, really want. And this one's nice. It did go down. I was in this part of it. And then when I saw it was kind of going straight, you can see these are pretty much the same level. And then there's going to be a drop. So I didn't want to mess with that. I took just a little bit of profit and got out. You see, this shows pretty much level. And I'm not going to add to this one because it's moving a lot slower than it did earlier. This came on really fast in about 10-15 minutes, something like that. Well, each candle's 15 minutes, but this one really just boom, went down, down, down. Yesterday we did the same thing on GBP JPY, and it was so exciting. I think I pulled out, I don't know, 70 some dollars. Because I did multiple trades, and that was super exciting. It started right about 5 o'clock Pacific time and just went zoom, 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 zoom. So the Forex pin is really a super indicator that will tell you, because not every time that it moves, like here, it didn't give us an arrow there. It doesn't give you an arrow unless it feels like it's really, really going to go. So let me see if I can make that smaller. Put it down this way. I don't see one. Anyway, I only trade them when I get the arrow. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Oh dear. Okay, I don't like that retracement. I'll go ahead and take it out. And then I will re-enter. "13 minutes on this candle. So it may go down again or it may not, but I think it will. Put my trader back on there. And I will not do a buy order on that because the trend is down. So I don't want to go against that. I will stay with the selling mode and wait for that candle to start going back the other way. And my ADX, this is what I wait for, because when my ADX changes, that tells me that the candle is going. I have this set differently than the standard. It's in your MT4. You can just go up to indicators. And you will find it right here. Average directional movement index. I have the parameter set on 2 and close. And I add levels 10, 20, and 40. That's all you have to do to it. Blue is the DI plus, red is the DI minus. That's up, that's down. So set it on 2, add your levels, and you're set to go. Now when my blue comes up above 20, we're going up. When the red goes above 20, we're going down. We may have run out of steam on this trade, but I didn't lose anything, so that's all right. I'm still in negative on USD CHF. I'm waiting for that to come in. I've held it for a few days. You can see the swap fees there. Boy, that's a big one. This was just a smaller one. Just watching. The Vertex has not changed yet. It hasn't dropped to the bottom, so we're all right. There's levels plus and minus 10 on that one. I like how I can see both programs at once just by holding it there. And then on any of the charts, I have all of these, so I can see if something else, and I have it set to go to my phone. So CHF JPY is giving us a sell. We will go see. There it is. These should all be in there, but I go through these anyway, the time frames, just to make sure it's updated. We'll come back to the 15-minute. I think that's the one it was on. I don't know. Let's try the 15. All right. Oops. Need to get it over to the end. Okay, so that's not a yellow arrow. It is going down, but there's no yellow arrow on it. Unless I shrink it down and see. No. So I'm not going to get into that one. Okay, so it was on H1. Hello? Still no yellow arrow. It's the Agimat indicator, which is good. And wow, look at that. It's really going down. Like that. So we can take a look at it. These are two different brokers too. Oh, see? On the 5. I don't know why it keeps coming up on the 5. But it says it's oversold on the 5. So here's what we look for. The yellow box with the black arrow, then the white arrow confirmation means it dropped below the yellow line, but the candle has not closed yet. And then you can see here that it's going to go back up. Going down right now. but as soon as it reaches this bottom, it's going to retrace some and then come back down. So this is not one that I would do. Even though that's a very nice looking candle, I'm not going to do that. See how our gold is doing. So this one is CHF. I don't want that one open anymore. And we're back to gold. Who just joined us?
It's James. Hi.
Hi, James.
How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Good, thank you. I didn't want to interrupt, so I was listening to you.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
Okay, so gold retraced, but I got out of it with smaller profit. I was up to like $12 and it started retracing, and when it got down to the blue line on the ADX crust, I got out of it. So I'm just waiting to get back in. Did you get in this trade, James?
Yes, I closed it already because I put in bigger lots and lot sizes, so I closed it early, very early.
All right. How much did you make?
I made about $50, $40.
Oh, awesome.
I scaled in I put in three, yeah, I think three positions and then closed them early.
What lot size did you use?
Point 0.1 and then 0.2 and 0.25.
Oh,
So
wow. Nice.
all about half lot. Yeah.
Terrific. I love to hear that.
You guys make more pips. I put in bigger lots. So that is the only difference.
Oh, yeah, I understand. I generally take them out because I got in way up here and it retraced. I was in the negative quite a bit, actually, at one point, like $20.
Yeah.
And then it came down, and I think it was somewhere right around here or maybe at the bottom of this candle that I took out profit. I took out something like $25, and then I re-entered. So that's the one I'm on now. And then when this changed, I got out of it again for another 485, I think it was, because I only put in one.
Yeah.
Something kept telling me don't double up on that one, and I don't know why.
Yes.
So,
I'm on a different trade right now. I put in one lot, but now I'm going to switch onto my ECN account and put in 5 lots. Because it's a nice trade. AUD CAD.
oh, did it come up on the pin system, or you just?
Yes. I received the pin alert and then check the Agimat, and it's going to go up really fast.
See, I don't have that in my arsenal here.
It's got some bugs. Sometimes I don't receive all the alerts that other people receive. So it's got some bugs for sure.
Well, here's what we did. We figured that out. I went and put the notice in the tools to come to my cell phone. And when you do that, you get the alerts, even if they don't show up on the chart.
Yes,
AUD CAD?
Yes. Since I've done that, and since I've done what you said, I received more alerts than before. So it's been very effective.
Awesome.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. I don't know. It was something I wanted the alerts anyway, because I can leave this open without having this one. I keep using a lot of memory. So instead of having everything open on my trading account, if I have the pairs in here, then it gives me an alert and I don't have to have them open here. It didn't show up on the 15. Was it a 1 hour thing?
Okay. I normally get confirmation from at least 1 hour chart as well. I try not to go against the trend, but sometimes I do, because sometimes I just catch 3 pips, 3 to 5 pips, and get that. My strategy is very similar to Dennis.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too, but I tend to get greedy and I see it going like this line here on gold. I thought, oh man, why would I get out of there? I'll hold it until the candle switches.
On the first day when PIN system came out, I earned $1,500 in one day.
Oh my gosh.
On the second day.
Is this what you did here? You went on a buy?
Yes. It
Okay.
jumped very quickly.
Yeah, the
I
15
was
minutes.
going to put in a trade on my ECN account, 5 lots, but it was too late already, so I just left it. And I don't want to put another trade because I normally don't set stop loss and just keep watching it till it's finished.
Right.
And I want to focus on this Zoom session.
Now see here on the hour chart, it's going to finish this candle and then it's going to go down.
On mine, on 15-minute chart, on the Maxwell, it shows that it's going up quickly. Yours is slightly different from mine. Mine is showing a steeper slope.
Well, I look at the other time frames. There's a nice slope here on the 15.
Yes, that's what I saw. Yes.
Yeah. And also the brokers are different. FX Choice gives me much better profits and better lines than this. This one is IC Markets. And I'm
My main broker is IC Markets.
Huh?
My main broker is IC Markets. I'm very happy with them.
Well, they are behind FX Choice, I think, as far as how many pips you get and when it, I mean, FX Choice will show it earlier. As a matter of fact,
I think FX Choice is suitable for people in America. I'm not sure, but
yeah, it is. It is. And that's where I have all my tools. But oh, look at that. Very nice.
I think I hit my profit target. I haven't looked at it since I started having a chat with you, but I think I hit my TP.
This is good. It's going to go, it looks like it's going to keep going for a while.
Yes, because I received the notifications. It's really good when I set it up, all the alerts on my phone. I receive all the notifications.
Yeah, I like that.
I think I made around $60. My target for today was around $200. I'm just going to check history. It's 158, 160. That should be enough because I'm going to focus on this session now. I was very interested in your strategy, the scalping method you were saying you use.
Well, this is it right here. It's like you see this. I would get in on this candle and let it run. It's a 15-minute candle. It'll start out. It'll come down a little bit to make the this pin, and then it'll go way up, say, and then the last 5 minutes it'll start coming back. So what I do is hop in as soon as it starts going up. And when it reaches this big peak and starts to come down, I just exit out and wait for the next candle. That's what I do when I'm just super scalping each candle. But if it see, because this one is kind of wiggly, if it's a really straight one like the gold, then I stay in it. But I need to check this because I think it's going to start going down. So
do you, on 50-minute time frame, do you stay in the trade till you see the first checkbox for reversal on 15-minute chart?
I go by the ADX. See here?
Okay. Yes.
The way I have it set, I put it on a parameter of 2. instead of 14. It comes as 14, but I put it on 2, and then it shows me pretty much instantly. So our blue line is still at 20, so it could still go up. So you don't do anything with it. I want to go down, so I will wait until the red line crosses and comes up above 20. If it's between 10 and 15, then there's not enough volume. See, the yellow one is the volume. So what I wait for is this red one to come up and cross the blue. That means the candle's going down. And we've got 2 blue candles here, so we're not going to get much more distance out of this trade, I don't believe. That one.
I was going long on gold earlier, but with a smaller lot size because it was a hard time frame with just 1 micro lot. But then I saw the pin arrow down, so I closed that one with profit and then started scalping.
Yeah, see, this says 541, which would be 54 pips from here down. Let's see what this looks like when it closes. But you see, even though the blue is pointing down, it's still above 20. See if I can make it bigger, I don't know. So as long as this blue one is at 20, it should keep going up, but it's going to switch pretty soon. Then
Just a quick question. When ADX, for example, the blue one, when it's pointing down, do you get out of the trade because it means that it's going to get exhausted, and then the red one will cross over the blue one, meaning it's going down? Is it when you get out of the trade, or you get out of the trade on the cross exactly?
Generally on the cross, or if this drops below 20. Right now that's still at 20.
Okay.
And it also depends on how much time. There's still 8 minutes left on that candle. So it could do a great big shoot up, and then this line would shoot up and be strong again. So as long as it's above 20, you're doing okay. Or if the yellow one drops below 40. If this yellow one drops below the top line, which is 40, then you want to go ahead and probably get out.
I was just using the blue and red lines for scaling in. I haven't used the yellow one. So what does the yellow one do?
It tells you the volume pretty much. So as long as it's above 40, well, look right here. See, the yellow line dropped below 40. It was going along pretty good. I'll show you with this. That's a good question. That's awesome. I'm glad you asked it. Right here, the blue crossed the red, and the yellow began to go up. You see how it's going up, and the blue's going up? So there was a lot of volume. Look at the size of the candles. See, the candles are getting bigger and bigger.
Because volume is high. Am I right?
Yeah, right. And the Maxwell's going up, of course, but this one tells you the volume. So then it changed direction, but at the same time, the volume went down. So look what you got, short candles.
Exhaustion, yeah.
So then it started going back up, and the yellow line came way up here, and what do we got? Big candles. So that's why you want to look at the yellow line just for volume. Now here, it's kind of midway, and you see how slowly we're moving and how short that little blue candle is. Even though it's still going up, and we're still at 20, but the volume is kind of, so I like to see it when they're both way up here. It does that sometimes. It'll be straight up in the air, and it's going a nice big long candle like GJ did yesterday. Oh my gosh. That was so fun. We made a bundle on GJ. So 6 minutes left on this one. It's getting a little bit bigger, but there's also a gap here between the 3. This is the 3 EMA and the 8 EMA, and it's trying to cross, but it isn't. It's not crossing. The green one is 20. Generally, if you drop below the 20, you're doing well. And if this 20 crosses the 50, whoa, I'm really excited. But you can also see here where the 3 drop below the 8. That's my signal to go ahead and get in, especially because they always get the 3 and the 8 will generally cross right at the AM line. So AUD CAD still going up.
So you're saying you use 3, 8, 20, and 50 EMAs on this chart.
Correct.
Okay, but you mainly use 3 and 8 for scalping, and then 20 and 50 for general trend.
Oh, it's just for seeing how far it's going to go. I use the same ones on every chart, every time frame. Doesn't matter. Because, well, let's take a look. Let's go to the 1 hour. And right here is where the 3 crossed below the 8, and down we went. And guess what? It was right at the AM line. Then everything conglomerated together right here. And then again, the 3 dropped below the 8, and away we went. Now the 3 crossed the 8, and it went up. Right now, it's trying to decide what it wants to do here on the 1 hour. But it still shows a little bit of straight here and still going up. And then look, we'll catch that right there later when it goes back down. Try the 30-minute. This is why I like my 3-8. Here it is again, 3 crossed below the 8, right at the AM line. And then down we go. Generally, they don't cross until they're at the AM line. And when that happens, that's when you get your white arrows. This one crossed up, and we went up. So I'm back on, oh, let me see that, by the way. Oh, there, see that little dip from here to here? That's why we're going up. Right there.
Yeah.
Now on this is the peak of that line, and look how close the ADX is. They're about to cross. So I'm expecting when this candle finishes, at least on the 30-minute time frame, we'll have another little down drop.
Okay. So you were saying you use ADX, and then on buy signal of ADX, you enter buy, and then wait till finish of the candle, and then you wait for the sell to finish, so you go with the trend, with the 15-minute trend of Agimat.
Yeah, what I like is when the 15-minute is matching the 1 hour. So if the 1 hour is going down, then I'm going to come to the 15 and I'm going to do down, unless I got this. You know, what we got there was an arrow, a pin arrow on the 15-minute on the pin system. So I'm paying attention to these yellow arrows. And unless I get a yellow arrow from the pin, I've decided, this is a new decision for me, I'm not going to trade unless I get a signal from here. Then I'll come over here and open it and trade it here. Because even though this is on a VPS, I've never actually traded on the pin system. I suppose I could. But what Dennis says is you can just stay in it until the next yellow arrow will show upward. And you can, you know, if I had stayed in it from up here, I would be in a little bit of drawdown now, but I would also be probably $50, and then it retrace here, and then it'll go down. Like this one, here's the peak. It should start going down. We'll see what happens. But look, I wanted to show you this. Remember when the blue was down here at 20? Yes. And the volume was also kind of pointing down. The VPS disconnected, it got back on. But see, it went back up. Now the blue is at 40 and our candle is bigger, it's going up. But I don't think those are going to cross. I don't think so. We'll see. I'm just glad I took my profit and got out.
So in this case, because main trend is down on 15-minute and 1 hour charts, you go short, and then at the end of ADX sell, you get out. You wait for the ADX buy to finish, and then on the sell again you get in. Is it what you're doing?
Yes, because if you're going against this, if I were to do a buy, look how straight this line is. That's just a little bump. It's a little retracement. And
Yeah.
knowing myself, if I had gotten into it right here, it could be just go here and then go back down, because it's supposed to be going down. So I don't go against that when I know the major. We have the signal here and the white arrow, so I'm not going to go against that. You won't get very far. You can see from the time this happened to down here is 628, 62 pips.
Yeah.
But the retracement going up, that candle's gonna, it did end, okay. This was only, let's go from here to there, it was only 16 pips. That's why I don't go against the trend.
Yes.
Okay, now I got a signal from the pin system over here. It just came on my phone. It's an Agimat to go long on CHFJPY.
You've got a very good strategy, but to ride the trend, you need to go with a smaller lot size. Like when I was scalping with 10 lots, it was going, when it was going against me, when it had its noise, I was minus $2,000. So it will be scary on a
I know.
$10,000 down.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm minus a whole bunch here on this trade I've been holding for days. But another good idea, which I have done before, is to get in with a 0.01 or a 0.02. And then when I see it's going correctly, then you can add another trade with a higher lot size. That's what I should have done.
Yes, I noticed that you were scalping with smaller lot sizes before, and now you're adding up slowly.
Well, yeah, because the account got bigger, and I'm trying to grow this account. It's all right, because if you use the average true range to figure out your lot size, I'm allowed to trade a 0.15 with my 2%. So I'm fine there. It's just this USD CHF went against me in my sleep, and I didn't have a stop loss on it, so I'm down quite a bit.
If I want to go to sleep, I set a stop loss. But as long as I'm watching, I don't set a stop loss, because every time I set a stop loss, I think one out of three, it hit my stop loss. So it's not worth. And then when I watched it, if I hadn't set a stop loss, it would have come back in my favor. Yes,
that happens a lot. So if you have to put one, I put it up here by the, here.
Yes.
For instance, if I had never gotten out, I wouldn't even worry about it. I would have my stop loss down here at the AM line and just take the drawdown. But I don't like it to go negative. So when it got down to 485, I had $12 and it went down to 485. I just said, no, I'm getting out. And see, I thought this was going to go back down, but it hasn't yet. So I'm still waiting. And you know what? Getting in there, look how bumpy the line's getting now. We might get 5 pips or maybe 10, maybe not much. So, but according to the pin system, it should still be going down until we get another yellow arrow. So I'm gonna hold on and watch it. Let's see what this one's doing. Could have gotten a few on that one. This one we just got a notice for. That little yellow arrow is my double MACD indicator. It's supposed to be going down, but it's also retracing because this line is going up. So look at how far it's going to go up before it comes down again. There's a trade I would not take.
I have to add something here as well. When the Maxwell is below the that black line, which is baseline, it's normally weaker. It means that it's going down. So the possibility of going down is higher. When it's above that line, the black line,
Right.
it's stronger when it says it's going up. That is also important. I didn't know that. I found that yesterday.
Oh, well, I've seen that and heard that, and I agree to a point. But if you look right here, the Maxwell is below the black line and the price went up. So I don't totally believe that.
Okay.
Look here. Look how far up it is. It's above the black line. And I've seen people who will say, oh, as long as it's below here, you do a sell. Well, no, you don't. Look at the candles. They're going up. That's just a guide.
Yes, and it's not accurate 100% because
No.
I had a trade today, Maxwell, and I had a pin alert, and Maxwell was against it. So it was supposed to go down. Maxwell was saying, no, it's not going down, it's going up. So I was scared to put in a real trade. So I put it on demo, and it went down as pin was saying. So it wasn't correct. The prediction wasn't correct on Maxwell.
Yep, I agree.
So we need to read the price action and other things as well, not just to rely on this Maxwell. But it works 90% of the time from my own experience.
I agree.
Can you please show me the list of all the indicators you've got? I just want to see which ones are different to the ones I use.
All of the ADX, I mean
Okay.
the Agimat.
Yeah.
My ADX alert, my Mac Duo alert, my moving averages. I have the auto refresh 509.
Yeah, I've got that one.
Very important. The
I've
trading
got-
volume thing over here, I don't even look at that half the time. And then I put this candle close remaining up here so I can, because it's on my indicator here down below. But if I put this one up here, I can see it better and I can make these windows bigger. Then I have the MEQ. Why do I have? Oh, yeah, the Maxwell, of course. And the double MACD and the Vertex.
I don't have Vertex and MACD. And what about your two MACDs here? Are they different with the normal one?
Yes. Yeah, it was a YouTube video I saw a long time ago. And I just decided to implement it again. You put a MACD on and then you put a different one at different settings. And when, see the green one is set at, you might want to write it down, 5, 15, and 1.
Just a second, please. 5, 15, and 1.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yep, that's correct. 5, 15, and 1.
My Zoom is going to end. The fast is 5. The slow is 15. The SMA is 1.
Okay, I took it now. Thank you.
And then this one is the standard, 12, 26, and 1. Well, the standard is 9. 12, 26, and 9. I changed that to 1. Okay, so when the green one, which is the 5, drops below the red, the candles go down.
Okay, makes sense.
All right, and when the green one drops below its 0 line, it also goes down. when it starts back up, now you can see this is the hard part because they have not crossed yet, but they are going up. And I created an indicator that shows me it's going to go up. And you see it's against the Maxwell, but the Mac Duo tells me it's going up. The ADX tells me it's going up. And even though this is going down, I am still, I mean, they don't agree. So I'm not going to do a buy because we're in this downtrend here.
Okay, yes. Can you please show me the settings for MACD? Because I don't know which one it is.
For what?
The MACD.
The
Is it MACD or I think you had another indicator for MACD.
No, I just have these two.
Okay.
And it's going up for sure. I'm so glad I closed that out, but I thought I need $27, darn it, to make my 100.
Well done. I made 200. It just hit
Awesome.
my other profit targets.
Oh, awesome. I'm so happy.
Thank you. So the Vertex one is the one at the bottom. Am I correct? The one similar to pin bar.
Yeah, they look exactly the same, but I noticed there's a bunch of different settings. The reason I have this one on, for one thing, this is a different account and I don't have any of the, it's not my account. I'm trading it for someone else. So I don't have all the tools on this account number. So I use the free one. It's called Vertex Mod. And the good part about it is that it comes with alerts. See,
Okay.
Vertex Mod 3.01, you can find that somewhere and it's free. And the thing about it is it's got all these settings, but it has alerts.
Okay.
So it's just almost as good as using the one from the pin.
Okay, yes.
And it gives me the same alert at the same time that the pin does. So that's why I have this on here. I don't know. The only reason I use it is for the alert. I don't really look at it to trade. I use these two and the ADX. That's what I use to trade. Now look at our volume going up. So we're going to have a bigger candle here, I think.
Okay, yes. So are you going to put this recording on YouTube or on the Telegram page?
Yeah, I'll put it on YouTube when it's finished, and then I will also put it in the Telegram. I think, I don't know, I guess we're not done.
No, we're not. No. I just asked because I wanted to take notes of your indicators, but if you're going to put it on YouTube, then it's fine. I'll watch it over there again.
Oh yeah, someone asked me on there, they wanted to have some information on the pin. So that's why I really wanted to record this to show how the two work together. And this is just a slight retracement. It's still going to go down. I know it. It might keep going up here until for a while, but we shall see. Let's look at the 30-minute and see what's happening there. Yeah, see? Consolidation for a while and then down, and this will be the end of the trading week. So it's definitely going to consolidate out. You want to be very, very careful opening any new trades. I usually quit by noon. It's only 9 o'clock.
Because it's a pullback as well on 30-minute chart. So
yeah.
It will go up very shortly, and it's on ADX buy as well.
Yeah. Now let's check out the 1 hour.
So you don't use TDI anymore. Do you see ADX better than TDI, more effective?
Yes, I don't like the TDI mainly because I can't see the thing. And I make these bigger, the lines, no matter how big I make them, it's still like this. I made these big too. I can't see them.
I'm quite happy with ADX because it's more visual and you can't move.
Yes, and with these settings, it tells you right now, you know, it tells you this is what's happening right this second. That's why I was able to save that trade and get out. If you wait for a 14 TDI or any other thing, you'll be in the negative before you realize that you need to close that trade. So I have used this ADX this way for a long time, and I trust it.
Yes,
And like I said, I can see it.
Yeah. Would you be able to explain the lines in the Vertex as well for other people as well, to understand other people who watch in future? Because I just know the volume line, but I don't know anything about the other one.
Well, I can see right here the red line is above the blue, which means eventually I guess it's going to go down. I haven't really studied this.
Okay.
So let's see. Doesn't tell us anything. Oh, FX Pro Systems. Maybe that is his. Huh. Interesting. AUD cell. Okay. BB on period. I don't know what any of that means. Sound
Okay.
file. From what other people have said, you don't even pay attention to it unless it goes above or below the 10. We put a level of plus 10 and minus 10. That's what I have on here. And that's what Dennis uses on his. I went and looked at the settings. So
He didn't explain anything else other than volume. Yes.
yeah, well, it's when this either line, when the red line crosses the yellow bands, that is an indication of overbought or oversold. There's other trainers on YouTube that say there is no such thing as overbought and oversold, because that means it can't go up anymore, which is not true. So, that's a matter of semantics. The fact is that when this thing goes up here, price usually will change. So
from my own experience, every time I saw the pin lining up with Agimat, my main experience has been with 15-minute charts. It eventually came down. I mean, every time I waited, even though it went up, for example, in a short position, even though it went up against me, I waited and waited, sometimes even for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It eventually came down to profit.
yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It could be scary with bigger lots, but we should trust it, I suppose.
Yeah, I was that way here on this trade. I was way down like $30, and I thought, oh no. But I mean, that's where I think these people that are saying it doesn't work, they're not waiting. They get panicked when it does that redraw. So
Yes.
you can also wait for the white arrow, but look how many pips you would lose from here down to this. That's why I trusted it and I got in, because I saw the line. If you got in right there and you wait for that white arrow, that's 15 pips you missed.
Yes.
It's better to take the little drawdown.
I had bigger lot sizes, so I didn't want to risk it. I know what you mean. I should have waited.